Okay, good day everybody, we are back in Hero's Adventure Road to Passion. Last time we went to a mountain and got to the treasure room and it started to collapse on us, so we had to escape. We did get a couple of rewards from it. I don't remember what now, but we did. And we're back in Daling City. I've rested up. The underground arena in Lian is not open today. Okay. We probably still need to go a few levels up before we can do that anyway. The same for the 30 grand tournament over here. Yeah, so what are we doing today? What are we doing? Tree, cat stealing fish. I still don't know what to do there because I've got fish on me, I believe, so I don't know. Anyway. The information one, that's the one with the 30 streets, which we still are under leveled for as well. Missing cat, yeah, we haven't seen Axe, we can't go to the 30 streets yet. And the Black Robe group, I think, is connected to the secret thing. General Lu in Shazang City. I can't speak to him yet because we need to befriend the butler who likes study materials. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of stuff we can't do basically because we need to be higher leveled. Maybe we should do some exploring around Daling City. Oh, hang on. Pointed to a piece of paper in front of him. Solve 5 riddles. Enjoy free food. Oh yeah, sure. Lost its heart. What? Lost its heart. Total. Wave goodbye. Another? I have no idea what that means. I need to stop doing it because it's losing me too much wisdom. I mean, I am an idiot, but I'd rather my character not be an idiot. Not following my footsteps, thank you very much. Right, let's speak to the coach. The coach? Coachman. Bart. Right, so, oh, that's it. Mang Mountain Pit. Night Auction, Lian City. Forest of Broken Souls. Have we been there yet? I don't know. Let's set off there. Go there. And it takes over a day to get there. Pause. Let's do some battles as we're here. There we go. Can I get them from here? Which one is it that goes? That one. No, I can't. Alright, we'll have to press stop. Okay. $124 experience, that's pretty good. There we go. 84. Level 17. Oh, that was our chicken. That went up a level. Yeah. Got some wild boar skin. Okay. Seems a bit of a waste to use this type of axe on this type of tree, but you can get some. Ah, there we go. Oh, we need iron shovels. Okay. Should probably. Alright, let's get out of here because we have clearly been here. Need some iron shovels. I think I remember saying that last time actually as well. Right, okay. Let's do a fight, because why not? Nice. Go there and you get, yeah, lovely. Have some of that. And that. There we go. And we'll do another one. Oh, this guy's got loads of wolves with him. Whoops. Actually, the hunting dogs is what they are. He's really good. He's like our main, at the moment, our main dude. Oh, what's this? Oh, this looks like it might be a stronger battle. Yeah, that didn't hurt him apparently. Okay, we can do damage, that's good. Nice. Yeah, they are pretty strong. Oh dear, my bloke almost died then. No, not that one. Let's go with that one. Didn't do any damage. Yeah, this dude is quite strong. Oh dear. I think we've lost this fight. Go behind him. Oh, I just clicked the wrong thing. There we go. So what happens when we lose a fight like this? Oh, okay. Wonder where it's going to put us back. Well, apparently we got to do this fight again. Oh, this is a different fight. Okay. Okay, alright. Well, this one seems to be a lot easier. There we go. Okay, right. Okay. Have we been up here yet? I don't think we have. Let's go up here. Let's talk to them so we can get some relationship points. Disturb them during their training. Isn't that Brother Wan Yan ahead? Wonder what they're talking about. I have long heard of that Zheng Wu sword formation, and the tourist act is very mysterious. I came here specifically to learn about it. The sword formation is a secret of our sect. You wouldn't waste your time trying to find out the truth. I expected this. Fortunately, I came prepared. This is Imperial Edict. Is it? Maybe? I am the special envoy of Yan Kingdom, and I am also delivering a few Imperial Edicts for your saint who is visiting Yan Kingdom. I suppose I could be considered as half of your Zhao Kingdom's Imperial Envoy. The Imperial Edict actually requires a Taoist sect to hand over the sect's manuals to offset this year's tribute. This is absolutely absurd. The head teacher will not agree. The head teacher will weigh the pros and cons. This is Imperial Edict. He must be aware of the consequences and resisting. I don't think he would want a centuries-old inheritance to end this generation. However, there is still room for negotiation in this matter. As long as you let me learn the sword formation, the matter of using the sex manuals to offset the tribute can be avoided. This is an imperial. How can it be avoided, as you say? As a special envoy of Yan and a member of Yan royal family, such a small matter is easy for me. You If you don't agree, I will have to find the head teacher and ask him to make a sacrifice. Fine, I agree. However, the power of the new sword formation is great. We each take our own risks. Funny, it's rare to see the sword formation. How about breaking the formation with me? Yep, I'm going to be under leveled for this, no doubt, but let's give it a go. Okay, you killed one instantly. Is that good for me? Let's find out. Oh, I killed one instantly as well. Okay, we may win this one. Okay, cool. Yeah, we won one. Nice. You've got what you wanted, you can run away now. The sword formation is indeed profound. As a man of my word, will not ask for the sex manual anymore. Thanks to the help of Donnie, I had the chance to see the whole picture of the sword formation. This opportunity has brought me great gains. I need to find a place to retreat and digest as soon as possible. I'll take my leave first. We'll meet again. Again, brother, we meet again. Indeed. Sword formation. What material arts are you practicing here? This is our sex town guarding sword formation, known as the sword formation, which is derived from the Big Dipper. Once the sword formation is activated, it is equivalent to several martial arts making their moves together. How can I have the honor to witness this sword formation? The power of the sword formation is quite large, and it will only be used when the sect is in a life or death situation. And it is usually used for the trial of disciples of the sect. Okay. You should not waste your time trying to probe its truth. Okay. Okay, right. Let's gift him some stuff. Oh, okay. It's already done. Yen young hero. Are you free right now? What do you need? Just now, my uncle at the alchemy room informed me that a convoy is transporting herb to the sect was robbed. The goods were lost, but the people were unharmed. The uncle once entrusted this matter to I, hoping to find out who the culprits are, and it would be best that they could be captured. I have a little experience and hope your assistance in this matter. Should I help you investigate this matter? I will certainly assist. Very well. Follow me to the alchemy room and ask people who escorted the convoy. Are the people who escorted the convoy in the sect now? The convoy was delayed, and the uncle sent people down the mountain to search. They found several people tied up on the roadside who were convoy members. Among them were 4 or 5 people, none dead, all knocked unconscious. Only the coachman, sensing trouble, pretended to be unconscious and managed to fool them. Although they are not in mortal danger, their injuries are vary in severity and currently recuperating in the alchemy room. Except for the coachman, everyone else is still unconscious. He is waiting for us in the alchemy room, questioning. No one was killed, only the vehicles were robbed. Either it's principled or there's something fishy. Regardless of the reason, robbing a convoy is no small matter. Let's hurry. Just talking to people to get it going. Okay, alright. Talking to you? I have. I'm assuming this isn't the alchemy room, but let's go here anyway. Okay. Is a leader of the martial arts world, and you are a respected senior. I am bold today. I would like to ask you to teach me some martial arts. I wonder what Master thinks. I'm afraid the lady's intentions are not simple. Why not be frank? Good, Master. It is indeed straightforward. My uncle is the Marshal of Yan's Kingdom Army, and he is too busy to visit Master Chongyang. He specifically ordered me to bring a small gift to visit Master, and by the way, ask Master to restrain his disciples not to be enemies of the Yan army to avoid his sect. Is the lady teaching me how to do things? How dare I be presumptuous in front of Master? If Yan's kingdom's armies behaves properly, I don't want to interfere, but if you want to act recklessly, I'm not afraid of trouble. I have kept the reply of the spiritual marcher in mind. Now I only ask the spiritual marcher to teach me a few moves, so that my journey will not be in vain. There's no need for the headmaster to do it. I can teach you a few moves. That will be enough for you to benefit infinitely. Yeah, Donnie, it's you. Overestimating one's abilities. What a big talk from a defeated general. If you have the ability, defeat my two useless subordinates first, then come and show off in front of me. Okay. Oh, they are strong. Probably too strong for me, in fact. Oh dear. I think I'm losing this. Lose. Oh, that's actually an ending, is it? Alright, well, we won't go in there then. What? Where's it put me? Oh, I've got to go. Oh, crying out loud. I need to save it more often. Actually, before we do go any further, I did see one of the reviews said that basically this game turns into either they one hit kill you or you one hit kill them, and they gave it a negative review. I'm starting to see that actually come into play, which is unfortunate, but it does appear to be the case. I'm still enjoying this, so I'm still planning on doing quite a bit more, but I just thought I'd mention that because that does seem to be happening to me. We'll skip this. Listen in. Yep, skip. Yep. Right, let's see if we can win this again. Go. Oh, I can't move there. Trying to get 2 in 1. Hang on. Okay, what if I go there? Lovely. Yep, lovely. Right, let's save it now. Oops. Talk about that. Talk about that again. Now, what did I gave him that, didn't I? I hit request. Is that what I did? I think so. What have you got? You've got an accessory. That's pretty powerful, but not. I don't need it. Nothing else of worth. Talk. Investigate. I will certainly assist. Right. Let's talk to these people. That'll do. Right, where is the alchemy room? This way? Oh. Sure. Aha, here we go. Coach Master Brother, this time your caravan was delayed and the goods were hijacked. This matter was a significant impact on the sect. I hope you can cooperate well and the sect will not let any guilty person go. Wait, how about I handle the questioning? Then I'll leave it to you. Brother, no need to be nervous. This time was dangerous and it's great fortune that you returned safely. Do you have any injuries or places you got hurt? No, this time I was lucky. These robbers didn't kill anyone. I played dead and apart from being tied up, there were no major harm. Me looking at you, big brother, you have a guardian angel after this ordeal. Good fortune will surely follow. You are now within the sect and no thief in this world who dared to come here, so you can rest assured. You have travelled a long way, so you can rest a while. Leave the capture of the bandits and recovery of the goods to me and to others. So can you tell us what happened when you encountered them? Alright. Let the hero know there is chaos with soldiers and bandits in the region. We have always been cautious on the road and never travel at night. Our leader was overly cautious, stopping frequently, which made the deadline tight, forcing us to take risks and hurry. On the last day we travelled too much and by dusk we hadn't found a place to rest and we were still on the road. The leader urged that sunset is the easiest time for bandits to strike, and unexpectedly he was right. Those bandits dug a pit and waited. In the dark we couldn't see the road and our horse cart accidentally fell in. I fell straight to the bottom of the pit. Suddenly there were cries from the roadside scaring me to death. I saw 3 or so bandits come up from the pit, wielding big sticks, knocking several of us down. The brother most skilled in martial arts was knocked down with 2 blows. Seeing that the situation was bad, I immediately closed my eyes and played dead. When I was quiet, I felt someone pull me up, tie me with a rope, and throw me into the roadside weeds. The whole time I was afraid of revealing any signs, so I kept my head down and eyes closed, letting them do as they pleased, fearing that any exertion would be noticed. Finally I heard the sound of a horse cart and bandits leaving, and when I finally opened my eyes, I saw that they had gone far. Around me lay 4 or 5 people from the convoy. They tied up like dumplings, but fortunately no one was dead. Then I waited until dawn, heard someone passing by, shouted for help, and that's how you people brought me back. Let me think. Is there anything special at the bottom of the pit? When you fell into the pit, did you notice anything unusual? What could be in the pit? Just overturned soil. Now that you mention it, I do recall when I was at the bottom of the pit before climbing out, I saw a piece of torn cloth. I thought it fell from the horse cart He wanted to keep it safe to avoid discrepancies later. Thinking back, there were no cloth items on the transport list. They might have been left by the bandits when they dug the pit. Oh, this might be an important clue. Quickly take it out and have a look. This stitching, this thread. This is patch cloth. We sex used for relief. Okay. You can tell just by that. We have provided relief several times to refugees in the region. One of the relief items being patched old clothes. We patch up our worn, damaged clothes and send them to the refugees. But to be honest, our sect members are not skilled in sewing, and patches are poorly done and often fall apart. Describe the situation with bandits. The other party wasn't vicious murderers, Who were they really? How many bandits were there? What were they wearing? And what weapons did they use? Did they speak? And could you tell their accent? Let me think carefully. There were about 7, 8 or 9 of them, maybe 10. I only saw the first 2 swinging big sticks with a whoosh, it was too dark to see clearly. Were the sticks in their hands long? Not long, only about 3 feet, enough to fit wielded with one hand. Speech. At the start of the fight, I didn't hear any words, but after the fight, when they were tying and moving people, I heard a few words roughly. A Central Plains accent, and all of them had it. Central Plains accent? How could there be so many people with a Central Plains accent in the region? After the Yan army entered the Central Plains, countless locals fled. With no place to settle, it's not surprising some turned to banditry. The world is in chaos, and life is hard for people. Yes, they also mentioned something about fleeing, being careful by the water, treating illness, and so on. By the water, could they be thieves transporting goods along the waterways? That would make tracking them down quite troublesome. By the water, the patched clothes, and from the sex relief, could it be the refugee camp? What do you mean by that? Unless it's a new refugee fleeing to the region, the only place with a Central Plains accent and stationed by the water is a refugee camp. Could it be that the people from the refugee camp are robbing the sex caravan? I heard they are honest people and shouldn't do such things. Robbing the sex caravan can't be offset by just an honest fame. Just to let you know, we are transporting a batch of goods arranged by the master of the alchemy room, including herbs and appliances used by other sect members. Here's a list, please take a look. Pine needles, regular real guard, grey forest, mercury, saltpeter, and some other stuff. Broom, chopsticks, other stuff. There's nothing valuable on the list. Why would it attract bandits? Could it be they weren't targeting sects specifically, but just robbing whoever fell in their trap? I'll keep this list with me for now. Once we find the bandits, we'll need to check the list item by item and return everything. For this transport, there was one leader, one coachman, and one scout. On that day, it was too dark, so he followed the convoy and didn't scout ahead, leading to the ambush 2 guards. When they reached the mountain entrance, only the coachman was conscious. The others were all unconscious and bedridden, not to be disturbed. I've checked their injuries, so you can ask me about it. Their injuries: the leader was knocked out with a palm strike to the back of the head. The scout was hit on the back with a stick and in the head, breaking his nose. 2 guards were the most severely injured. One had 2 fingers on his right hand broken, with cuts on his forearm and the wrist. A blow to the back of the knee and then to the head. The other had more subtle injuries, also with multiple injuries on his right hand and cuts to the outer thigh and left arm. The coachman only had a few bruises on his face, likely from falling into the pit. Those injuries might provide some clues. The 2 guards' injuries likely exchanged blows with the bandits, resulting in additional injuries. It's just the bandits' martial arts were much more stronger, defeating them in a few moves. Fortunately, they weren't aiming to kill. The injuries are concentrated between the fingers and forearm. The second guard has cuts on the left side of the arm and thigh. Coachman, are you sure the bandits had swords? The bandits I saw used sticks. I'm not sure about the others. However, the two guards' brothers used knives. Knives, huh? Let me think. Me understand. Thank you. Let's set off then. So let's go to a refugee camp and find out what's going on. This one is clear to me. You can rest now. Thank you, hero. Please help me recover the goods of our caravan and restore our reputation. However, these goods are for the sect, and as members of the sect, we will pursue this matter to the end. No one will be let off. Okay, right. He wants medicine. He'll teach us 900 alchemy. I do want that. Let's go with one of those, two of those. That's enough. Good. Learn. Lovely. What's he got? Alchemy stuff. Right, let's take some of the stuff we don't have. Let's take two of each, because I doubt... Oh, I want to collect all then. I doubt one is going to be enough to do much in terms of actually making something. I won't take two of these 100... Or will I? Yeah, sure. There you go. Right. Oh, what's this? Medical. Yeah, sure. Right, you've got 3 points. There we go. Antidote pill recipe. Now we can make some antidote pills. Something else. And I haven't got the requirements for that. Wool pill. Black grass. Okay. Ah. Need alchemy skill level 3. Okay. Well, I know we just did a few levels there, didn't we? Alchemy. That one? Yeah. So actually, the next level we'll be able to do that. Cool. Right, let's save it. Now that we've been through all of that. Okay. Should we see if there's another building to go in over here? A hatchet. Hmm. This is where our disciples rest. Please stop. Right, let's get out of here. Unless there's something over here. Oh, there is. Nothing of worth though. Let's just talk to everybody, get their relationships up even more. All visitors are guests. It's usually how it works. Right, let's get out of here. So, the refugee camp, where... This one? I guess so. Let's go over there. What happened here? To add so many new graves. Birth, aging, sickness, and death are the way of heaven. Let's hurry, don't delay. Guests of the sect, me have been waiting here for a long time. You must know me are here. Please follow me. That's such a strong smell of medicine here. Why are there so many people sick? The refugee camp has recently taken in many new refugees. According to the doctor, these people have been fleeing, suffering from cold and hunger, and are already physically weak. They drank contaminated water and fell seriously ill. After contracting this illness, on the first day, they vomit and have diarrhea. On the second day, they have high fever and severe pain. On the third day, they become unconscious. On the fourth day, medicine can't save them. If they can replenish ki and blood, they might last one more day. Most refugees are cold and hungry. If they don't make it, another grave will be dug outside the camp. Since the doctor recognizes this illness, there should be a cure, right? He has a prescription, but the illness requires a large amount of herb, and there are many of us. Emptying the pharmacy wouldn't be enough for us. Moreover, we can't possibly empty the pharmacy. The doctor needs to make a living by practicing medicine, and taking all the medicine would be taking his livelihood. So you came to take it from the sect? Sir, that's not how it is. We didn't know it was the sect's caravan at first. We thought it was the General's mansion. So, if it was the General's mansion, you could take it? The patients are seriously ill, and in extraordinary times we can only take extraordinary measures. Thanks to this batch of medicine, you may have already improved. And we only took the herb, not a single other item. You can come with me to check. Lead the way then. Young hero, aren't you coming along? We don't need to. The counting can be left to the other one. We will see if there's anything we can help with here. May I ask where the car is? Is there any difficulty? No, let's go quickly. Me look at refugees here. Before I inquire, let's talk to the others. My child, how could you be gone just like that? Eyes red, swollen, and staring blankly. Heaven bless Bohis server. Bless my wife. If she can be healthy, I'm willing to be a cow or a horse. Okay. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to turn off your camp. When we first escaped the tigers, then everyone who hadn't caught their breath yet, who would have thought such a thing would happen. It's a pity I wasn't strong enough, otherwise I should have helped at the time. Looks like recovering from a serious illness, but still manages to smile at you. Ah. Little one, why are you here alone? Where's your dad? My dad turned into a big fish. Turned into a big fish? He told me and Mum to get on the boat, but he didn't. Then he said he would turn into a big fish and swallow all the Yan people. And your mum? She was sleeping here yesterday, but the lady next door said this morning that Mum went to find Dad. I'll eat with the lady next door from now on. I'm waiting here for her to come back. Oh dear. We can't tell him that, even though it's probably true. You must behave, then your mother will return. The lady said the same thing. What's the matter? Feel free to ask anything, young hero. Brother, what's going on with the illness at the refugee camp? These refugees recently fled from the region. Doctor from Shizang City said they were endured hardships and lacked food, leading to weak-bodied. The source of the illness from drinking contaminated water somewhere along the way. A few days after arriving at this camp, many fell ill. Never turn of died so far. But the original residents of the refugee camp were unaffected. The doctor said it's not an infectious plague, that it's indeed the case. Tell me about your car robbery incident. Me survived by not causing trouble. How could me dare to rob a car? But those with sick family members couldn't care about that, so they went out to do it. Honestly, when we heard they'd robbed the General's Mansion's car, me was so scared. I was almost wanted to run away with brothers me had ties with. Later, when me heard it was a sect car, me was relieved and was about to take them to apologize to the sect when you two arrived. Why are you relieved when you heard it was a sect car? The sect occasionally provides me with clothes, medicine, food and firewood, treating me friendly, but the army riffraff from the General's Mansion would come here and forcibly collect military provisions and even attempt to kill innocents for merit. If not for some martial heroes witnessing it, there might not have been any living people here. I'll take my leave. I'll take me leave. If me run away now, Chang Zhanzi will come looking for me later and won't find me. Alright? What am I supposed to do then? I already did that, didn't I? Yeah. Maybe people say something different now? I don't like it. Oh, inside lies a sick person. Looks like they took medicine and are in recovery. Oops, no. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. Do I just wait? Oh, okay. No more words. This matter must be clear. Okay, I just have to wait. How's the inspection? Check some herb is indeed missing, but various goods are also missing. You're saying they took more than just herb? They also secretly took other goods? Me emphasized to you so many times, yet someone still stole. Who among you has sticky fingers? Quickly hand over everything. Amidst the shouting, many people at the camp handed over goods they secretly took. All are worthless daily items, showing the refugees are severely lacking in supplies. Everything has been recovered for you, please check. Right, since the matter is settled, but other matters are not yet finished. All of you must return the unused herb. Any loss from making medicine must be compensated at the original price in silver. and all who participated in the car robbery must surrender and be bound to follow me back to the mountain entrance to be handed over to the Crime Investigation Bureau for sentencing later. Is so unyielding. Should me try to persuade him? Advise the unfortunate refugee or remain silent. Let's advise. Your actions are too harsh. I'm just following the rules. In my view, the rules cannot be disrupted. I understand the rules indeed cannot be disrupted, but shouldn't we also be flexible? Look at these refugees. Which of them wasn't forced by the Yan people to flee their homes and end up here? Each lacks clothing and food, suffers from illness, and some have even lost loved ones. With such a miserable fate, do you want to add to their burden? Whether miserable or not, it's caused by me, and it's none of me's business. Not caused by me, sorry. But with the goods lost and convoy robbed, me must take responsibility. The rules established by Clerkwood founding the sect should not be violated. Such is the way of heaven. If the rules are disrupted, endless calamities will follow. You have no compassion or flexibility. These people are sick. What grave mistake have they made to deserve such punishment from heaven? I don't understand. Not to help them, but to show a little leniency. How much trouble could it cause? Why would it lead to endless calamities? Their mistake was robbing travellers on the road. If we let them go today, how many bandits will think the sect is easy to bully? How many refugees, when seeking the sect, if they can't wait, will choose to rob travellers or even kidnap people? Then what's the purpose of the guest reception position in our sect? Today they didn't harm anyone, but if someone from the sect suffers in the future, the blame will fall solely on me. Your judgment is too extreme. How many people in the world do such things? The people in the refugee camp are different. They all have their reasons. Oh dear. When the master went down to the mountain to eliminate evil, every villain claimed to have reasons, but their actions were unjust, and no amount of reasoning could save their lives. If I show them mercy today, and more unfortunate people come tomorrow, won't the world crumble like sand? Since you mentioned the master, as far as I know, your actions violate the sect's principle of helping the world. I believe even if you captured them and take them to the Crime Investigation Bureau, the others won't agree with you. At least the master won't be the first to approve. How their uncles judge me is their decision, and it has nothing to do with me. My task is to take them back. Insist on taking them to the CIB. It seems I can't persuade him. I'll pay for the herb. Persuade him. Let's persuade him with level 2 intermediate. Yeah. According to the treatise on the response and retribution, heaven and earth will record people's merits and demerits. The slightest merit you gain today by upholding the rules cannot compare to the loss of virtue caused by plunging a patient back into a situation with no clue. I walk the world with integrity, caring not for ghosts or gods, but only my conscience. What are merits and virtues to me? They are but clouds. So inflexible, completely unable to adapt. Alright, let's pay for it. In that case, let me pay for the calculated composition, and I'll also buy the unused herbs. These herbs are needed by the alchemy room's uncle. I have no authority to take decisions to inquire about them. How about this? I buy the herb today and repay the alchemy room in double in the future. Is that acceptable? The herb needed by the alchemy room might be for some important purpose. How can I arbitrarily sell them to others? If we can forcefully buy and sell like this, does it mean anyone could just rob and buy anything from the sect? Oh my god. I don't want to fight him. I'll just retreat. What do you mean by that? Enough talk. I've got to defeat the raggedy old man, have I? Sorry, mate. This person holds a stick but uses sword techniques. I always felt something was off about this person, but I didn't expect him to dare make a move. You better explain clearly what's going on here, otherwise the sect blames us. None of you will escape. Great hero, listen to me. Don't be impulsive. He's actually not one of us. Then you all better explain everything clearly. Yes. We recently fled here from the Central Plains. On the way, something happened causing many of us to fall ill. The doctor did his best, but said the herb wasn't enough. This person was another were travelling with me on the road. They said they knew there would be a general's mansion carriage with a large amount of herb, enough for me to use. Why not just rob the carriage? On the way, we encountered many instances of army riffraff extortion. Hearing that it's the general's mansion carriage, me felt no guilt. So you all formed a group to rob the carriage? But me was also afraid. As common folk, me never learned any martial arts. How could me dare rob? Moreover, the soldiers have swords. We saw plenty on the way. But those two told you that they would fight, and you just needed to dig a pit and hide in the grass. Wise hero. He also said me could run if things went wrong while hiding in the grass. He said he wouldn't kill the soldiers, that there would be no investigation. That part was indeed done. The two of them were incredibly skilled, quickly defeating everyone. They called me to help tie people up and push the carriage. But just as me was about to return to the refugee camp, they said it was over. They robbed the wrong carriage. It was the sect's carriage. But it also had corresponding herb. They said if the sect people came to the camp, they would handle it. No need to say much. It seems they plan to use this excuse to exploit the sect's compassion and send them on their way. But things went beyond their expectations. They didn't expect to insist on capturing people, so they took the risk and chose to attack me. The person is dead. What about the other one? He doesn't know. He says someone at home was sick, took a large portion of herb and ran away. That's all he knows. Please, wise hero. If not the refugee camp, it seems almost impossible to trace. Do we just wait for him to appear? In that case, we should quickly take those involved in the robbery back to the sect. Huh? Aren't these refugees all deceived? Do they all need to be captured? Deceived? You mean deceiving them by saying the sect was General's mansion, but robbing the sect is wrong, robbing the General's mansion is not? Plus, they assisted the thieves in lying and covering up. These mistakes cannot be lightly overlooked. Should we say as expected of you? Senior brother, he brings a message from the alchemy room, Uncle. Junior brother, please speak. Uncle said the purpose of purchasing this batch of herb is to treat the strange illness in the refugee camp. Due to the poor communication within the sect, there was a delay, and by the time it was clarified, Senior brother had already left the mountain. To prevent Senior brother from taking unpredictable actions, me was sent down to the mountain urgently to inform Senior brother. We has established a temporary camp nearby, specifically for housing patients. Those who are ill can follow me, and the sect will do their best to treat them. If that's true, it's wonderful. Did Uncle say anything else? Indeed, nothing else. What? The people me needs to take away are not ill, so it doesn't affect your aid. Since that's the case, those who need to go still need to go. The person without illness is not one Uncle Master asked us to take care of. Senior brother must have his reasons for doing this, so I won't question it. Holy moly, that's a lot of reading. Something's not right. I think something's not right. I also feel something's not right, but I vaguely feel something's wrong, yet I don't know what it is. Let's not rush back to sort this out first. The two have decent martial arts skills and could have hijacked the carriage themselves. The refugee camp people didn't play a big role in the hijacking, so I involved them. Moreover, those two have been hiding in the refugee camp for a long time. Maybe the strange illness in the refugee camp was caused by them. So do they have another purpose? What is the purpose of this seemingly unnecessary series of actions? Let's analyse one by one. First point, why didn't they act alone but involve the refugee camp? Due to lack of manpower, need to dig pits and push carts? I don't think so. With their martial arts skills, they didn't need to dig a pit and hijack the carriage. How do you mention it? I think they dug the pit and pushed the carriage to make the refugee camp people feel like accomplices, creating fear and better control. Exactly, to hide themselves. They blended in with the refugees and stole the herbs they needed. The refugees didn't know much about medicine, so they couldn't tell what herbs were taken. Other consumed herbs were eaten by patients, making it a mess. He himself would hide among the refugees, and the herbs he took would also be hidden. This suggests that the herbs he took might expose his identity. Wait, they made arrangements to hide themselves, but thereby prevent discovery after being found at the refugee camp instead of hiding the entire refugee camp. Now that you mention it, we did find the refugee camp quickly. How did we lock on to the refugee camp back then? With the refugee's accent and fallen cloth pieces. The refugee's accent is understandable, but the fallen cloth pieces, they came from the poor sewing skills of the sect members, unrecognisable to outsiders. But this clue was aimed at the sect members, allowing you to quickly lock onto the refugee camp. They waited to greet the refugee camp and hid themselves within, all as expected. So why did they want us to find the refugee camp? We needed to think in reverse. If we hadn't found the refugee camp, where would we have continued the investigation? Search the scene for wheel tracks, asked nearby residents for witnesses. Their movements were noticeable, and with effort they could be found. So without those clues, we would have likely have gone to the Zhangjiang city first. I understand they directed our investigation to the refugee camp because mislead the investigation. Makes sense. If we hadn't found the refugee camp immediately, our first choice would have been the well-connected Zhangjiang city. Perhaps it would be easier to find the real culprit there, so they wanted us to direct us to the refugee camp first. I think we should set off to Zhangjiang city to find someone. But there's still something I don't understand. Why did they leave one person to deal with us? To buy time. I thought of 3 or 4 possibilities, including showing concern or polite, making the sect members feel compassion, stay to help, or stop investigating, peacefully return the hijacked convoy, calm sect's anger, and reduce the investigation efforts. The real purpose is the only one, and that is to buy time. There must be something they need to do, racing against our investigation, something is related to the herbs. Exactly. Person's words could really keep sect investigators busy with the relief efforts, and up to the other person, whatever the purpose, would have plenty of time. So why did he finally attack us? The sudden attack was because things got out of their control. What happened just now was beyond control. Meeting, go to inspect. Great, what clues did you find? He recalled everyone's conversations. Didn't find any clues. No. Sudden attack. They stole supplies? Otherwise they wouldn't look so angry. But in the end, wasn't everything returned? It's not worth killing me over that little bit of stuff, right? You're right. Okay, so it's this one then. wants to take people to the Crime Investigation Bureau because you insisted on arresting people. This is beyond the fake refugees' expectations. They use specific rhetoric to invoke sympathy. This way they might have kept the priest here for relief, stopping the investigation. But you not only wanted to investigate, but you wanted to take fake refugee to the Crime Investigation Bureau. This matter got seriously out of control. Thanks to your ruthlessness and persistence, otherwise this person wouldn't have been forced to expose themselves, revealing the underwater matters underlying. Thanks to your help, otherwise I would have been fooled without realising it. No, if it was someone else, including me, we might have stayed at the refugee camp for relief, as the thieves expected. Time is tight. The Central Plains Crime Investigation Bureau is too far. The best choice now is to release the refugees and quickly head to the Shanghai City for investigation. No, the refugees can't be released like this. Even now, you won't adapt? How do you plan to deal with these refugees? Parade them through the streets? Not to mention the inconvenience for me. If the thieves notice and escape, it would all be for nothing. Makes sense. Let's do this. Settle them in an inn and let them have a good meal. Who are hungry? What? Those who are hungry won't refuse a feast. It's just right that the road to the Crime Investigation Bureau is long. They need to be well fed for the journey. If we move quickly, by the time we return from investigation, they might not have finished eating. Rather lose money than release people. Is this choice really good? We have no objection. Then let's first go to the prosperous inn in the city and settle them. Holy moly! That's a lot of reading. Right. That's actually where I'm going to call it because my throat needs a rest. I might do a bit later today, but probably not. I'll probably carry on tomorrow. Anyway. Yeah, that was a crazy back and forth situation. Ugh. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this part. Have a good day, everyone. Hopefully speak to you soon. Bye.